Yep. Do you want to show the back seat? Oh my god. And so today we are leaving our old life in Visakhapatnam behind after living here for a few years. And oh my god, we are moving to Kerala, which is absolutely one of my favorite states. Namaste, friends. What I think we should all try to remember during these grim times is that coronavirus is not the only catastrophe in this world, and the latest one that just hit the news yesterday on Thursday is something that really hits me close home and makes me remember that there is a lot of other stuff happening in the world too. I'm referring to the Visakhapatnam gas leak that happened on early Thursday morning around 2:30 a.m. and this is especially devastating to me because I actually lived in Visakhapatnam for 3 years, and if everything had gone according to our plans, we would still be living in Visakhapatnam at this very moment in our new house that actually was located very close to the petrochemical plant of LG where the leak happened. So currently there are 11 people dead, 2 of them kids, and there are 25 people in critical care and over 1,000 people sick, and as many as 10,000 people have been evacuated from a 5-kilometer radius around the plant, which is just absolutely devastating. And like I said, we were supposed to be living inside of that 5-kilometer radius unless had we moved to Kerala at the end of last November. There is still an investigation about to take place about the reasons behind this gas leak, and I really hope that the authorities and LG company pay enough close attention to finding out the truth about this matter. There is some initial speculation that this might be due to the reopening of the plant after the COVID-19 shutdown. There are also many headlines about the fact that the plant did not have the appropriate environmental and safety clearances, as much as they have themselves admitted that a year ago. So I very much welcome the criminal charges also against the company if there has been some true negligence in this scale. So only time will tell us what the truth is behind this, but my heart just goes out to all the victims and families and my friends in Visakhapatnam who are affected by this absolute nightmare. So if you guys aren't very familiar with Visakhapatnam, it is a major industrial hub. It has one of the biggest ports in India. There are tons of factories, plants, refineries. It has a huge steel plant, and due to the fact that the state area used to be this whole big region of Telangana, but then got divided into Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, where Visakhapatnam these days is the biggest city. Instead of what used to be the fact that these industries were located in the outskirts of the city, now that it is the biggest city in Andhra and is growing all the time as a very modern kind of new city in India, it has just been spreading out, and the industries these days are actually located amongst the populated areas that are quite densely populated also. This is also the reason why the previous owner of the plants had actually decided to decommission the production of styrene, but then after the sale to LG company happened, they decided to continue the production. And this should obviously make us all concerned about the environmental and security clearances, because if a global big company like this can just completely disregard the population around its plants and continue its functions in such a way that poses threat to people. It's even, I'd say, a human rights issue. So as I was saying before, what makes this disaster a very personal blow to me is the fact that I lived in Visakhapatnam with my then boyfriend, now husband, for 3 years. It is my first home in India, and having lived there for such a long time, longer than pretty much anywhere that I've lived in the past 15 years or so, it's a very, very dear place to me and still a place where I do feel at home, even though we have this official home as a married couple now here in Kerala. Most of our relationship milestones and memories are from Visakhapatnam. That's the first place in the world where I traveled completely on my own. I even actually lived in a rental apartment completely alone there and shared 3 homes with my then boyfriend while we stayed there. That is where we started sharing our daily lives together. That is where my now husband proposed to me, where we got engaged. That is even where we got married in court last October. So all of the dearest milestones that have happened to us so far are from this city, and I've spent my daily life there for the past 3 years. I can still remember just closing my eyes, all the streets and buildings, and I can just imagine the surroundings around me and tell you exactly where to go, what to order, where to shop, and there are still so many dear people there who I miss every day. I just really hope that all the people I've come across during my time in Visakhapatnam are safe, and at least all the authorities were very quick to act in this crisis, and the gas leak is supposed to be completely contained now, and hopefully, at least by the reports, shouldn't be causing any long-term effects like the infamous Bhopal gas leak in the 80s. So I just hope that this doesn't have any long-term effects, because we really don't need anything more to deal with during this COVID-19 crisis. On top of that, this became a little bit of a rant now, but I'm getting a bit emotional because I'm just thinking about the people in Visakhapatnam, and once again I'm sending all my love and my thoughts are with them, and Visakhapatnam will always be home to me. It is one of the dearest places to me and will always remain so important to me. So I hope to share more of my experiences with you guys from Visakhapatnam in the future days. I have actually filmed 2 vlogs, some of my earliest ones in our last home in Visakhapatnam, and those are the 5 things I love and hate about India, which you can also check. So let's all send our love to Visakhapatnam, and I hope to see you soon with some better topics and happier topics. So thank you for watching.